Welcome back to the shed, folks. Thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it. It is part 2 of the Bulletproof vest test. And if you remember last time, I'll put a link over here, there. And you can view the testing that we did. We had a lot of fun, and it passed the tests. We also put it to some tests that it's not designed for, and we had some interesting results. And it's sitting right there. That's the parts. And we're going to tear it apart today. We're going to retrieve the pieces of lead that are still stuck in there. Well, you have to watch the other video to see that there's some other pieces of lead that didn't stay in. And you'll see why if you do watch the other video. Okay. And today I'm going to do it in my LA police gear pants. That's right, just a shameless plug for the pair of pants that I got on today. That's right, if you use one of my affiliate links down below, if you want to get some clothing from LA Police Gear, I get a little bit of a commission, and you save some money. Actually, it doesn't cost you any more when you support the channel, and you can support the channel that way. Same thing with the Bullet Safe vests, and any of the other links that I have. Please use them. It helps out a lot here. And I hope you enjoy these videos, by the way. I think at some point, because we did more than just shoot the Bullet Safe vest, we just shot a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll throw that up. I don't know if it's going to go well here on YouTube. I'll try, but also know that I'll stick it up on BitChute. I'll put a link to that, and I have an account there, and you can just kind of watch us shooting stuff up. It was fun. It was at the range. It was safe. It was controlled. Should be okay on YouTube, but you know, never know. All right, so I'm going to grab that. Let's go take it. I'll throw it on the bench, and we'll start cutting into the thing. All right, there it is. Yeah, it got mangled. If you guys remember from the video we shot, we stuck it with a couple of rounds of 9mm.
We got a hollow point round, and then we got full metal jacket.
It did quite well. It stopped the bullet. It did not penetrate. Then we decided, well, we're going to try 223, knowing that this is not a rifle round. This was a level 3A, which is anything up to 44 Magnum. Pistol loads, pistol rounds, and it did 9mm just fine, but it would not stop a 223.
Oh,
and that's okay. There's another plate that we have that we'll be showing you soon that will stop up to 308. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Then we thought, well, let's try birdshot, and if you can see here, there's little bits of birdshot just everywhere. It caught it. It did not penetrate. It did knock the vest around quite a bit, and we had it hanging over a metal frame, and it kind of banged it up. And then we shot it with a slug, and for some weird reason, I don't know why we didn't have footage of it being shot with a slug. But I will say, if I turn this thing around, it's right in there somewhere. Yeah. So I'm gonna, hopefully Tom with Bullet Safe, a good buddy of ours, makes these vests. His company makes them. And it looks like there's some styrofoam. I'm gonna give away a little bit of the secret sauce, but not too much, because I don't know exactly what it is, except for what we are able to take apart here. So I'm sure this packing tape does an excellent job of stopping bullets. Well, quite frankly, folks, everything in this vest, as I reach over and grab the nylon here, from the nylon to the clothes you're wearing underneath, all do its part to catch the ammo. Okay, so including the little vinyl rubber plasticky like material here that is pretty pelted. But that goes over all of this white stuff. Okay. As we let's dig in. Some styrofoam. It's kind of the packaging that goes around all this. And I'm really kind of surprised at how rigid this is. I'm going to keep peeling layer after layer. Now this, I'm not sure what the material is. If it's Kevlar or if it's nylon, fiberglass. I can't tell you. I don't know. And I'm sure that is part of the secret sauce. But if you notice, there's layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. There's a lot in there. I'll get a close-up, maybe you can see that. But it's coated in some sort of polymer. It's got, it looks like it could be, certainly fibrous. And I'm gonna open this baby up. There you go, kind of flatten it out a little bit. Oh, there you go. There's something right here. Let me grab a screwdriver or a pair of pliers. There you go, pair of pliers. I'm gonna pull that baby out. Oh, jeepers. So it is lodged in there. Definitely the bullet. Okay, guys, how long is this going to take? Now let's go over here, because here's a jacket. Can you see that? It's coming out. Oh, this was probably the hollow point. Yeah, there you go. Definitely going to keep that out. So this was the hollow point. Come on, man. Get out of there. Okay, hang on a second. When all else fails, get the knife out. I gotta cut some of this fiber. There you go. That was the hollow point. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a close-up. I'm gonna zoom in. You see that? Are we focused? Yep, I guess so. Yeah. Just spread wide open. So can you see how lethal a hollow point can be? It spreads open quite nicely, and it's very jagged, and it's not going to feel good inside the body. But if you have a bullet-safe, bulletproof vest, it will stop this 9mm cold in its tracks. I'm going to do the math here in a little bit, and I'll share towards the end of the video, math-wise, what kind of energy is being unloaded into this thing and subsequently onto your body. Some have said it's like getting hit with a baseball bat. I believe it. But a baseball bat is about that big around. It's got a lot of surface area. This is a very small surface. So it's like getting stabbed. It'd be like taking these pair of pliers and going super fast and jabbing it into you. It ain't gonna feel good. All right, so we'll put that aside. I'm still working on getting this out. Can you see that in there? Am I not getting that in the camera? Huh. All right, we'll cut this open. Still can't get that out. This is undoubtedly the FMJ ball round. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's got two little divots. Can you see those divots? Let me get a close-up. Look at those divots right there and there. I wonder what those divots are from. Hard to say. Maybe from manufacturer. Oh man, this is going to take a bit. I got to get a screwdriver. Hang on. Get a little one. There you go. Pry this baby out. Oh, I see. It did open up too. Okay, let me do the math. Was this the first one we shot? If it was, that means... No, the first one we shot was... Yikes, dude. It was the ball round. Second one was the FMJ, the hollow point. Oh, look at that. So it shed the copper jacket. All right, cut this out. There you go. It shed the copper jacket. The lead is in there somewhere. Let's get that lead out. Get the lead out. All right. I'm going to tear into this. All right. It's of very little value to protect you now. But look how deep that goes in there. Oh, you know what those little divots might have been? When we shot it with the shotgun. It might be birdshot, because there's birdshot all over the place. Here's a little piece of birdshot right there. So I bet you that's what that was. And it made dents in the copper jacketing. Okay. We're going to keep digging. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we might edit this just so that we can get at it. All the birdshot. Everywhere. There's birdshot. Wow. Still a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, there you go. So that's right there. I'm going to cut this open and keep cutting until I get at. Yeah, so nice polymer outside, fibrous inside. I can guess that what's creating the protection is that through all these fibers, the energy is being displaced through all of it. Okay, let's flip this around. Yeah, I don't feel any lead. So there's as you can see, there's a lot of, oh, there's a little piece of lead right there. Yeah, little piece of lead. So I have a feeling, yeah, the lead is just all over the place. Now, let's get the slug out. This was from the, wow, that's interesting. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's part of the wadding from the shotgun. Wow. There you go. Some lead. There's some lead right there. And I'm going to also assume that... oh, look at that. Look at that thing. That's a 1 ounce piece of lead, folks, that got stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of lead. But it stopped it. And it was probably so hot that it started to burn. That's probably some of the black nylon. But some of this other stuff, like this, started to burn the wadding and stuff that was inside of there. Very impressive, folks. Although, I don't think this vest, even though it did not penetrate, let's flip this around. It did not penetrate, because that's where it would have exited. It went in a good 3 to 4 inches and deformed this 3 to 4 inches. It would have gone in that far into your body. And that would have banged you up pretty darn good. All right, I'm going to put this aside. Here's a little hole right here. That's probably the 223. It went clean through. We couldn't find the 223 at all. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can kind of see a little better. There you go. How many layers? So the shotgun went through 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of this polymer coated fibrous kind of material, nylon material. And then it stopped right here. Same thing with the shot. The bird shot didn't go any further either. Yeah, but the 9mm did go pretty far. Yeah, just taking the stuff apart. Taking it apart. That's quite a few layers so far. How many is that? 6 or 7? Yeah, and it got so hot it started to melt the polymer to itself. That's why it's sticking like that. Oh, look at all this. That's what is that? I don't know what that is. If you guys know what that might be, tell me. It's kind of rust looking. It hasn't been wet, so could it be unspent gunpowder? No, I find that hard to believe. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we've been through... Oh, yikes. There you go. It's got another hole. Now, here's the 223. It still has a hole. Oh. Yeah. And the 9mm, oh, it keeps going. Something kept going through. It stopped. So that, here we go. It stopped right around here. So that's probably 15 to 20 layers of this material. And then it finally stopped. But as you can see, there's, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 35 more layers of material before it would have gone through. And again, all of that stuff is absorbing the energy in kind of this direction and stopping that bullet. There's a little bit of a divot. I don't know if that's... yeah, it didn't go through. It did not go through this layer. But there you go. There's the 223. Can you see that? Yeah, 223 went all the way through. So that's pretty cool. Oh, look. Somebody signed it. Somebody with a W or an M signed it. Thank you, W or M, for signing off on that. Look at all that lead. All right, let's get the black nylon outer, what would you call it, carrier. Let's get that and take a look at that. So before we actually look at the carrier, this is the nylon bag, if you will, that holds all of the layers of material. And this is the back of it. Shooting Kid cut it open with his knife so he can pull out all that white stuff. That's why it's cut like that. But if you look at it, other than that cut and that, maybe I'll get a close-up of that. That's where the 223 went through, and the rest of that is a cut. And this was the bird shot. Bird shot did not go through, as you can see. This is the back side of the wrap that wraps all that white stuff. And over here is where the slug was. It didn't go through either. Now there's a cut where we cut it, but yeah, did not go through, did not penetrate. This was the front. Flip that around. Yeah, that kind of got wrecked. There's the slug where it went through, and yeah, certainly it's a mess. As is the bird shot, it's a mess. But this is the front sight. So it caught it, and it didn't get through. That's exciting. That's exciting. Now if I look this way, yeah, that's where the 223 went through. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's look at the carrier. There you go. Little different story here, folks. Let's see if I can brighten this up just a little bit. There you go. Bullet safe. Birdshot, you can see it's a mess. And then over here is the where the slug went through. Here's where the 9mm and the 9mm went through, and right here is where the 223 went in. And if we flip the carrier portion around, that's the 223, and if you see, nothing else went through. Impressive. Very impressive. Tom, you make a good vest.
Thank you.
You really do. So, let's get the back. I do want you to see that. All right, so this is the back side of the carrier that would be on your back, and we were shooting from the front to the back. So this will give you an idea. There's nothing back here, obviously. That's the 223 that went all the way through. The front probably went through your body, and that's why it just tore it open here. However, I think I'm going to take that's where oh, here you go. There you go. So here's the nylon carrier with the hole through it at the bottom from the 223. I'm going to assume that this nylon carrier, even in its current state, could be reused if I patched some of this nylon to keep this nylon reinforced so there wouldn't be a weakened spot for a bullet to possibly go through. Same thing with the front. Tom, what do you think? Could I reuse this thing? If you're watching, send me an email or something, or maybe we'll get online and we can talk about that. But so I like the carrier. It's a very comfortable carrier, and it would be a shame that I couldn't reuse it, at least for personal use. Here's the Bulletproof junk. Not junk. It's very valuable. And maybe I need to get in nice and tight. But I feel something here. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's something there. I think I can get that out. I hear you cheering me on. TSG, TSG. Yeah, you want me to get that out of there, huh? Yay! Oh, you know what? The box. No, that was the box. Did it go clean through both sides of the box? If I remember correctly, I'll roll some footage in here. I do think it did go all the way through into the box and out the other side of the box. See the other side. Did it come all the way through the box? Oh. So yeah, there's no lead in here. It went through. Very interesting. Here's something else that's kind of interesting. It's, I don't know what NIJIIIA is, but it's almost like Ninja. Made it July 2020. Close fitting surface. Yeah, this is the part that goes to the body. Wow. All right. Well, there you have it. Bullet safe, bulletproof vests, stop a 9mm, and it will save your life. Now, the whole NIJIIA thing, got that cleared up. It's the National Institute of Justice, that's the NIJ, and the IIIA, it's level 3A. Pfft, I should have thought of that myself. In the heat of the battle of trying to get that thing out, I couldn't remember what that was, or didn't know what it was. So it is, according to the National Institute of Justice, NIJ, that's level 3A. That's what that's rated at. Now, next time, we're going to take this Bullet Safe Alpha plate, which its NIJ rating is level 3, which is rifle rounds. It should stop a 308. I think I may have mentioned in the previous video that this was a level 4, but it isn't. It's when you combine 3A and this, I believe you achieve level 4. Now, I may be wrong. Tom, if you're listening, correct me, okay? But level 3 will stop a rifle round, and we're going to take this out to a different range very soon, so I want to make sure that you're subscribed and you ring the bell so you're notified when our videos come out, and that way you'll know when this one comes out. We're going to shoot it with I don't know, we're going to shoot it with everything. We're certainly going to do it with a 308 because I think that's what it's most rated at, and then just destroy it after that and see what happens. Pretty cool. I like it. So can I endorse it? Well, yeah. If I was in need of a bulletproof vest, you may be wondering what I'm doing. I'll show you. Oh, that's what that elastic is for. Got it. You're supposed to put this thing in behind the elastic. It doesn't travel around on you. There you go. I'll get it. But anyway, if I was in the business of protecting other people, yeah, like personal security, police officer, even in some situations where I might be a first responder, and it's you're kind of coming in into a hot environment, I might put one of these on. So first responders, ambulance drivers, firefighters, and the like. Heck, news media put bulletproof vests on. And, I would say all lives are valuable, but news media doesn't have to be there. A cop or a firefighter or a first responder, healthcare person or emergency healthcare thing, they need to be there. Military, Let's see. If you are living in an area or needing to visit an area and you're with your family and you're concerned with safety because, you know, it may be a hostile area and you got to get through that hostile area to get to someplace else. Yeah, it's valuable. You know, I know everyone in my family, shooting guy, me, shooting kid, that guy, and shooting gal.
Refreshing.
We all have bulletproof vests because there may come a time, and you just never know, where you're going to need some effective body armor for some reason or another. And for the cost of these things, I think the level 3A, I think is $299.
It retails for $299. It's the best value in body armor.
For the complete vest with a carrier, both panels, both plate, you know, on either side, very affordable. $299 is a small price to pay for an emergency situation where you need to protect your family. Simple as that. That's how I feel about it. So get yourself a bulletproof vest. You may never use it. I pray to God you never would. But it's good to know that you have it in case you absolutely needed it. I know a few years ago, a little off topic here, but I know a few years ago, there was legislation in the state of California where I was living at the time, where they were going to outlaw bulletproof vests for civilians because it was not fair to the police. Really? And now look how the tides have turned, how they could give a flip about police, it seems. Don't get me started on all that. All right, next time, you know, don't forget, we're going to try this bulletproof plate, the level 3 alpha plate. We'll give that a whirl. And I've got some things that I got for Christmas. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite things. We're going to take a look together. That's all I got. Thank you. Appreciate you joining me. We'll see you next time. We'll do another check-in Tuesday. I want to see how you guys are doing. I still want to continue doing that. That's on Tuesdays, obviously. That's why I call it Check-in Tuesday. And see how you're doing with the pandemic, with the Rona stuff. You know, things are going crazy, and they're only going to get crazier. So let's keep a stiff upper lip. Let's keep looking to God for answers, not to man, and be smart out there. Use wisdom, and then above all, use wisdom. All right. God bless you. God bless America, and may America bless God. We'll see you next time. All right, a bonus for those of you who stuck around to the very end. A 115 grain 9mm full metal jacket bullet traveling at 1,190 feet per second will generate 362 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. That's a lot.